empty, yet inexhaustible. It gives birth to infinite worlds. It is always present within you. You can use it any way you want. 7. The Tao is infinite, eternal. Why is it eternal? It was never born, thus it can never die. Why is it infinite? It has no desires for itself, thus it is present for all beings. The Master stays behind. That is why she is ahead. She is detached from all things. That is why she is one with them. Because she has let go of herself, she is perfectly fulfilled. 8.
This is what the Brahmins must be thinking, while caste system,
Well, I mean, it's somewhat of a fair point, I think. Like, why hasn't their market research data suggested that they make it less intimidating, but still keep it like having all the same?
Because Elon is stubborn, number one. And,
do you also think that?
And Elon's got a goal to have worker humanoids as a big part of his long-term plan. Yeah. He doesn't give a shit what they look like.
Yeah, well, of course, no, I think that's cool.
Yeah, he wants them to be strong and capable.
Yeah, but that's scary, bro. Like, I was one of
Yeah, I know, but if you're Elon, you're wanting to sell these to people. The people who are going to buy them are not going to care to use these as security.
Yeah, until your robot cracks your skull open.
But imagine the Tesla robot mixed with Annie. Do you guys know who Annie is?
No. Annie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a great. I was thinking the exact same thing, Yash.
Yeah.
They're going to have, when it goes for market, they're not going to sell the big boy to the audiences. They're going to have a Neo-like pillow-faced little friendly.
Well, I think you said Annie. Did you say Annie? Like
like Little Orphan Annie.
No.
No, he's talking about the Grok sex bot.
Grok Annie.
Yeah. All right. Well, same difference. It's a harmless.
So I used the Grok AI, right, and for the intended purpose, and it is quite effective, like the way you
intended purpose, yeah.
Get a girlfriend.
No, it is to reach or like a orgasmic state. Yeah, and I think the way, like, if you couple that with even just a hand job for a second, right? I think that could be like, that's not far from a possibility, and the same thing could be applied to the other male Venice or something.
You can do whatever you want third-party business with these things. They're not going to be sold with that in mind, but I'm sure that they will.
I don't know. If Tesla can come up with a fucking sex bot on their main app, right? I don't know. I don't think Elon Musk is that type of an ethical person.
Hey, shut your Indian ass up. Kick this faggot.
But I don't think Elon is as moralistic to not use it for that purpose, because his main Grok app is filled with ads for his sex bot.
Yeah, I agree.
And even his choice of colors for Tesla, like this Tesla robot, is weird as compared to that $500. What is that called? Neo.
Yeah, choice of color is.
I think Neo is much better, bro.
Yeah. It looks like a servant as compared to.
You're right. Neo is a bitch. It's like you're a bitch, and as long as that's the understanding and the feeling, it is a robot essentially. But it's short. There's a reason why they made it shorter.
Yeah.
It's like what? It's shorter than a woman, actually. So even the woman wouldn't be threatened by it. It looks squishy and whatever. So that's one thing. And also it's weaker, so I can overpower it. Like I have more power than it, and so like I'm not threatened. But like the whole Optimus thing, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. You're right. I think the
I
black
don't think people will have it in their homes. Like this Optimus thing might exist not in homes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's robots for homes and there's robots for elsewhere. And like Optimus, Neo strikes me as something for the home. Optimus is something else, bro. That's I don't want to have.
Even the black and gray colorway is very like I'm better than you. You know, like very industrial.
I mean, he is taller than. He's taller.
Yeah, he's for sure taller than me. So.
Right. I don't know. After what do you know about? I mean, maybe they didn't release it, right? Obviously, they're not as. We don't know as much about Optimus as we do about Neo. But like, how much can he carry? If you're saying Neo can only carry 50 pounds, how much can Neo carry? How much can Optimus carry?
You're right about the cucking. That's very interesting.
What kind?
So a lot of you, I think everybody in this room is from America, right? So probably none of you have full-time servants. So as somebody living in like a third world feudalistic country, I do have full-time servants who live in the same house as me, right? And you would see this very interesting pattern that none of the people have, servants who are actually tall or even strong. You'll always get like a malnourished person, right? Or you would even want to particularly choose one like that.
No. I'll object to that because I've spent a significant part of my life in India. That depends, and especially if you get a Pahari, it depends where you're coming from, and a lot of people sometimes they get their servants or the person like the helper from regions like Gujarat lands or from Himachal. They'll definitely be taller and stronger.
Taller than the person employing them?
Oh yeah. Oh, very common. Very common.
I don't know. Of course, it might be an exception. Like everything in India has an exception.
No, not an exception. I'm from Delhi. Not an exception.
Are you saying that, let's say, a majority of Delhi people have servants taller than them?
It depends on, you have different categories of servants.
The chef and the driver are going to be fairly good size, healthy males.
Well, yes. I'm talking about the servant, not the chef and driver.
Even the servants, and it depends. You can't control the judge. Some people, even though.
I'm going to ask that question
You're
again.
talking about the person who sweeps and cleans?
Yes, you can.
Out of 100,
more beautiful.
out of 100, how many people do you think have servants taller than them?
What geography you live in.
Let's talk about Delhi.
At least you
In
have.
Delhi, even in Delhi, what locality you're living in?
Let's go to Chanakyapuri or whatever, South Delhi.
Chanakyapuri, you'll definitely get beautiful looking servants.
Out of 100 people living in Chanakyapuri.
I'm telling you, 80 to 90% will have good looking servants.
No, taller than the owner?
I have lived in Chanakyapuri, I'm telling you.
Taller than the owner.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, at least you guys have them because here in the U.S., Abraham Lincoln came and he took away all the niggers. And we don't have them. We can't get anyone. So how much does he cost? It's like.
Unlucky you.
Well, it's not slave. It's it's free at will jobs.
Oh, I know. We call it there, but I know. But like he's a slave. We know that. How much is he
For
cost?
a watchman that sits outside all night, every night, it'll be around 40,000 rupees. What is that?
No, not 40,000. No.
Yeah, as long as you said they were going, I gotta do this.
It's 30,000 in Chennai, man. Unless you want to get some homeless guy to lay down in front of the gate, that may be your watchman. My watchman wears a uniform and has all the shit.
If I want to.
Yeah, so that's including the service fee. So I work with a lot of security companies for my business, and what we're talking about includes a lot of add-ons.
Proper watchman service.
But for watchman, care about that. If I want to house a Negro, how much is that?
You have to pay food and board, and about $300.
Like Because
3
you
to
need
500.
bro,
3
you
to
need
500 a month.
how much? How much?
3 to 500 a month.
300.
Okay,
Full-time,
That's
full-time.
horrible. That's horrible. That's fucking horrible. Because then what that means is no one will buy Neo. No one will subscribe to Neo.
No,
Neo won't catch on in India.
No, I disagree. I think people in our country, we want.
This is Canada, John Kitover, running in the 16th district. We are here in Springfield, in the state of Illinois, at the Board of
Let's
Elections.
say you're fucking mistress, right? Or if your wife's cheating on you with another guy. People don't want to be seen around that in front of their servants. Or let's say you want to wear something scandalous. People don't want to be seen in that in front of their servants. Most people, right? Of course. In India, there's an exception to everything. And because it's such a big sample size, there's a large exception to everything. So don't want to get into that argument. But a lot of people would prefer a robot. I personally believe that.
The thing is, what we need to do is the moment they enroll, when they roll out these robots, what we need to do is make sure that the entire world, especially the Indians and the Chinese, and the Arab world, Indians, Chinese, and Arab world, they need to have very high minimum wages. When they have very high minimum wages, that's when they'll start letting go of slave, and they will start getting Neo. That would be the jackpot, bro. You know what? Let me tell you this. The moment these robots come out, and that includes Musk himself, right? Because he's doing Optimus. So the moment these robots come out, you're gonna find all these everyone who has an interest in these companies will be shilling high minimum wage like nothing you've seen before. You're gonna see a total flip in the
Right. Like Amazon was asking $15 an hour, like in the US.
Yeah. No, that's different. That's because they nuke their competition. But what I mean.
Yeah, but something like that, right? Like if you do that,
everyone will
price out
for it globally. And what I mean is because we want the Chinese. If the Chinese it's all by Neo, bro, that's it. Like that's a multi.
Can I say something controversial slightly? A lot of times people say that quote unquote this is slave labor, right? Like
Of course, they're niggas. Yeah.
Yeah. And when, like, for example, this chocolate is slave labor or this T-shirt is slave labor coming from India, right? And honestly, I think it is like a bad, like a sense of trade protection, And I think if you add that to the mix, it can force other countries to, for like the US to block imports from other countries. Right? Like, let's say 2 Netflix documentaries about how your fucking T-shirt from India is like the worst thing on the planet, right? It can really help the robots win. I don't know if you guys agree.
No,
But like a blood diamond sort of situation, but like other imported
that's
goods.
what I mean. We need to enforce high minimum wage in all specifically India, China, and the Arab world.
That way the people will choose the robots.
Exactly.
Cheaper.
Exactly. But then there's gonna be because they lost all their jobs.
No, but another example, because the lady in the room, she disagreed. It's like some of the richer Indians started hiring Filipino, what do you call them, nannies, right? In their buildings for their children, okay? And that has caused huge protests by other Indians because when one of the families goes on to hire a Filipino woman, and Filipino women who you're importing can be sometimes more attractive than these richer Indian people. It made the whole social group kind of freak out,
Because they're having cuckoldry sessions.
But like they're intimidated, right? Like in a sense, um, because this is
The husband will be dipping his ball sack in another woman, basically.
yeah, it's more so the other women who are scared, like that this Filipino woman is getting respect and attention from their men, so they bullied this couple into firing their Filipino house help. So it's still like people don't want their servants to look, feel, or speak as good as they do. You need to maintain that sort of like a social unevenness. I cannot stand his accent. All right.
Getting the signatures.
So you are for inequality.
No, I'm just saying that you
No,
need
just
to.
say it. Just say it. I'm for inequality.
No. I believe in all.
I believe in inequality.
Don't stop.
I think the biggest inequality is the
Carry
fact
on.
that America has so much more power.
Endure
You know,
until
so
the
There's nothing
end.
wrong with that.
yeah, so I think the most unequal people are the Americans by their virtue of their existence.
Why?
Because they've usurped all the power,
But
all
are
the
you
resources.
genocide? Are you saying we need to genocide Americans?
No, I'm not saying that.
But then how do we remove?
I'm just saying that when you say that, okay, we want equality in America.
We don't. Who says that? Nobody wants equality.
The leftists or, whatever, fucking Mamdani or whatever.
We only want equality with our superiors, bro.
Exactly, right? So when people...
Ones who want equality are the ones who perceive the other as their superior, which is very flattering.
But when people say they want equality inside of America, right, they're kind of still, depriving the people who are outside
Bro,
of power.
you're talking about the bottom of the barrel. You're talking about fat women with short pink hair.
Exactly. I'm talking about them.
You're talking about black people. You're talking about...
Yes. I'm exactly talking about them. That how they are trying to benefit from equalizing from their superior without looking at all the people who are actually below them. And they don't want them in the mix. So that's quite nationalistic, by the way. Like, if you believe in equality, as in we're all son of God, right, in some sense, or we have equal spirits, then equality should be between all 7 billion people. But the poorer, quote-unquote, bottom of the barrel Americans want equality just amongst Americans, which isn't equal per se, and it's also not meritocratic. It's kind of selfish.
That's not necessarily true, but it's exactly as I told you, that we only want equality with our superiors. We don't want equality with those who are lesser than us. So the average American black woman wants equality with she wants equality with what's her name? Ivanka Trump. She doesn't want equality with Laquisha from Tanzania.
Right, exactly.
That's right.
True.
That's all it is.
That's right.
Oh, Sheikh Mississippi.
I made
Sheikh Mississippi.
I try to accommodate the Muslims and the Jews at the same time.
How much would it be to get a servant here on Clubhouse to spend 40 hours a week here just having casual conversations, talking about everything?
Very less. So you want somebody who can speak English?
Well, see, I don't know why I'd actually have to pay anybody to come here, since all these losers come on this fucking app, fucking 80 hours a week, talking out their ass non-stop about nothing. It's unbelievable.
Man, this nigger's here for 150 hours a week.
That's right.
158 hours a week.
I'm literally getting anal raped, bro, by DUI. MSDUI, never, bro. That's Rico. Rico Bosco is the reason, bro. But it's anal rape, man. MSDUI is anal rape.
Why max out?
PTR.
Hello.
PTR. That's me and my mom outside Abraham Lincoln's tomb today.
Well, Abraham Lincoln freed the niggers.
Oh, bro, your mama you have your mama's nose. You have your mama's nose, but you don't have her cheeks. So show me your father, if you can, or if you will. Yeah, you have your mama's nose, but that's about it. Maybe the eyes, I don't know. It seems like you have her eyes. You know what? Actually, overall, like you look like your mama more than your dad.
I do. I look a lot more like my mom. You know, it's interesting. In Springfield, there's a lot of black people, so we were talking like.
You can say niggers if you want.
Do you think African Americans in Springfield like feel some type of like connection to, Lincoln, who freed their people? Like, is that possible? Do they have like an affinity for
Springfield,
Lincoln?
Ohio, Massachusetts, Missouri.
Illinois. Yeah.
I think in my limited interactions with black people, they are very ungrateful for anything.
And you really think that this whole fucking Civil War, that people just decided, oh, we want to free black people? You really believe that?
No. What happened? Let's use them for to win the war. If we free them, we turn them against, because we have a war with the South, which has a lot of black people. So if we cause internal problems, then we'll have an easier time conquering them, right? Because people will be fighting them, and they will be fighting with themselves. And their black people will join us, and they depend on these black people for their economy, right? That's essentially what it is. So let's.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of people who think we literally went into the Civil War to free black people. It's absurd.
You had to free them as a cost because you wanted. It had nothing to do with slaves. It had everything to do with state versus federal rights, and
right, exactly.
Abraham Lincoln was a federal type of faggot, and the price for that type of federalism is to free the slaves. That's how we can get power at the federal level. Makes sense. I mean, it makes perfect sense, bro. Child.
You know, he was in the army, and he killed a lot of Native Americans. And
Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, he was in the Black Hawk War. He was a soldier.
He was a soldier of Black Hawk?
No. But pretty amazing story. I mean,
Well, you just said Black Hawk.
Black Hawk.
Black Hawk. But okay, Black Hawks didn't exist back then. Nigga, stop lying.
Do you want me to Google it for you and get you the link? It's called the Black Hawk War.
Oh, the war is called the Black Hawk War.
Exactly.
I thought you were talking about the Apaches, or not Apaches. What is it? The Black Hawk. What are you talking about?
Black Hawk helicopter.
Yeah, I thought it was a Black Hawk helicopter. Okay, so that's the war called the Black Hawk War. Okay, and you're saying he killed a lot of natives. But that makes sense.
Yeah, most people don't think of him as like a butcher, you know, somebody who rode around on a horse with a sword and a rifle and just indiscriminately shot, you know, Native Americans. But who knows his real war
Did
record?
they indiscriminately shoot the Native Americans? I'm not so sure about that.
Never say never.
Bro, most Native Americans, like, and we're talking more than 90%, they disappeared because of their low fertility, but also because of disease.
Yeah.
They were militaries. Also, it's not like they were genocided because we killed them. And no, there were treaties, you know.
Yeah, but it was a war. I mean, people were fighting for supremacy and for land and territory and governance.
The Americans treated the natives much better than the Israelis treated the Palestinians.
Oh, whoa! Here we go. Back to the Palestinians.
What, you never heard of the Apache? Because there's treaties, right? They ended up with treaties, and like most of them died not because of war. They didn't. How many? You know, if you do the math, how many natives were killed by the American settlers?
Millions.
Nothing. No, it's nothing relative to their total numbers. More than 90% of them died because of disease. When the Europeans came, they came with new bacteria and shit. And a lot of them died this way, but it's not like they were genocided because we did whatever. I don't buy that shit. It's way too overhyped, this whole thing. Let's ask ChatGPT. How many Native Americans were directly killed in warfare by Americans? That's a good and complex question. They don't even know. Okay. Poor documentation, so we don't really know. U.S. reports offer undercounted native casualties, like allegation. Many natives kept oral histories rather than written ones. Regardless, I see a lot of wars. I don't see the Black Hawk one, but there you go. Summary is direct warfare from 1776. When are you talking? Are you talking before 1776 or after? Kitover, nigga. Okay. So apparently it's 20 to 30,000 people. Okay. That's between 1776 and 1890. It's only 20 to 30,000 people. And then colonial plus U.S. violence combined, which is 16. So overall, since colonialism started, it's 50,000 to 100,000 people.
So they did treat them much better than Israel treated Palestinians.
Of course, because in this war alone they killed how much? So 50 to 100,000 people since 1600 till 1890. Nothing. And then disease, famine, and displacement, that was millions. Millions died this way. I'm not sure about famine though and displacement, but disease we know about that with the bacteria and shit. Yeah. What about Canada? So there's no genocide in that sense here. Like it is literally better than the Israelis and Palestinians, yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question about America?
So it's usually smallpox, influenza, and tuberculosis is what killed them. But 1 second, sorry. In Canada, since 1600 till 1900, it's only 1,000, 2,000 who died in direct warfare. Disease and all that stuff is hundreds of thousands. It's amazing. Sorry, go ahead, Ash.
Like, are you guys taught in school to like care about Israel as a nation? Like,
yes.
At the cost of like in school, like I'm not talking about college. I'm talking about like high school.
I was taught the Israeli anthem before I was taught the American anthem.
For real, it's insane.
Yeah. Israel is more important. Like we even always says in the military. He joined the military for 2 years in America.
Isn't that so insane?
Yeah, defending Israel and its interests are always ahead of them. Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like even you can be a very like conservative person, but like you still have to respect the plight of the Palestinians. Like I don't know. I think a lot of people in America they've been feeling a little bit too much for Israel.
It's all about the money. At the end of the day, it's all about the money, bro. Morality isn't really a thing. No one cares about morality. Let's kill all the children. As long as we make the money, it's not an issue.
Very interesting.
Yeah, why would you care? So for a small fee of killing like 60 to 80,000 Palestinian children, we can actually make what? I made what, $2,000, bro.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good return.
It is a good return if you think about everyone else who also made $2,000. So, you know.
Fuck. But like, do Americans know the Israeli anthem? That's insane.
Yeah, we have APAC. Like everyone, so if you go to the Congress, not every single congressman having an Israel flag, we know that the government is infiltrated by Israeli interests. We know that, but we like it this way.
Interesting.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, there is nothing wrong with that.
So basically, Israel is the daddy state.
Israel, like, okay, if you look at Israel is like the Palestinians. It's part.
That's like a very random comparison.
Why? Are you Punjab?
No. Khalistanis are not even a real country.
No, I know, but the people. The Palestinians.
Palestine is like a political ideology, yes.
Yes, exactly. So exactly. So Israel is kind of like that. They're part of us. They're not different. They're like the Palestinians.
Interesting.
You know how the Palestinians started in order to get the Muslim niggers and then they turned against them?
Yeah.
And then they flipped, now they fight the Hindus to protect the Muslims.
Right.
Right. So that's basically the same thing. Now with Israel, they are doing the same thing. They like the Palestinians. Which I like the Palestinians. I have nothing against the Palestinians.
Interesting.
what do you think about Khalistanis?
I think the only way for Khalistan and all these fucking stupid problems to solve is what's actually come. America starts building stuff in America.
But what do you
Then
think about
countries.
do you know the song? Truk, 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 You know
Yeah.
Can you sing
Yeah. It's like tunuk tunuk tunuk
Tunuk,
tunuk
tunuk,
tunuk tunuk tarara, tunuk tunuk tunuk.
And then what?
I think it just goes on like that.
No, he says things.
It's
Pa, 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 na, 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 na. Sing it, come on.
I don't know that song. It's like a really old song. Like
Tunuk, 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 tunuk.
tunuk tunuk. Wait, let me play it.
Can you look at the lyrics? I can't read it, bro. I need you to sing it. I can't sing it.
Okay.
And what about, there's another one. I forgot the name of it, but it's like,
Wow.
there's famous Indian songs.
Tunuk Tunuk was the first song with a green screen in India, I think. धूल ना बजे तुम्हें बढ़ता सोदे दिल दीपकार आज कर ले प्यार yeah, something like that. But it's a lot of tunuk tunuk tun da da da. Yeah.
So what is he saying? Wait, can you repeat it?
He's saying tunak tunak tun tunak da 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 tunak tun da da da. I don't know what that means. I'm pretty sure it means nothing.
No, the rest of it. You just read it. You read something like the words.
Yeah. दुनिया यार रंग बिरंगी नाल पैदा नए चंगी. So it's like the world's colorful and amazing.
The world is colorful.
And amazing.
And amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it? That's all he's saying?
I've opened up